TGR. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rudy. Onyx is not here today. Unfortunately, he is a little ill. If you didn't see our stream earlier covering the Night City event over online, pretty much he felt like crap and pretty much decided to stay home today, for lack of a better term. But no, let's go ahead and get into it. It's been a heck of a busy week in regards to everything. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about the little stuff. Facebook has gone ahead and decided to acquire Ready at Dawn. Ready at Dawn, for those that don't know, are the people behind, I believe it is Lone Echo. Yeah, the Lone Echo franchise, as well as Order 1886, which was amazingly received, if I remember correctly, and that is 100% sarcasm. We're interested, or at least I'm interested, in regards to what they're going to do, because Order 1886 was a beautiful looking game, but it was short, and there were a lot of in length, and there were also shortcomings in regards to the gameplay mechanics and everything within itself. It was good. It was just not as good as it could have been for a lot of gamers that are out there. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do. I'm sure that they're going to go ahead and make some sort of VR game or whatever it may be in regards to the Oculus Rift, because that's Facebook's bay. So we'll see what happens in regards to that. The next thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about is Mixer. If you guys don't know, Onyx and I, we generally stream here on YouTube. We actually only stream here on YouTube. We sometimes stream on Facebook, but that's kind of like a meh. And we have considered going to Twitch as well, but YouTube is our bread and butter. This is where we hang out the most, and we sometimes talk on Discord as well. Actually, we talk on Discord a lot. But for lack of a better term, Mixer has gone ahead and thrown in the towel. Microsoft essentially just pulled the plug altogether, and it was a bit of a PR storm that was going on. And you know, before we even get into it, in regards to the business side of things, these deals where, you know, somebody acquires someone, a company acquires another company, that takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not a flick of a switch. There's a lot of things that have to be put into account. So the fact that they have gone ahead and pretty much rushed it was, I feel like, in part with what was going on with the sexual allegations, as well as the racial allegations that were going on as well. I'll go ahead and I'll link to tweets down below. But I feel like Facebook was already in the works of acquiring Mixer and their streamers onto the Facebook gaming platform. But when the PR storm started happening, Facebook was just like, guys, let's make this happen. Let's do this now, because it's only going to get worse. So it's a shame for the streamers that do have an audience on Mixer, because you didn't get any notice. I mean, this is a 30 days notice, and I know Mixer isn't humongous in comparison to Twitch and in comparison to YouTube, but there were people there. There were streamers. There were people that had gone ahead and created a living off of it, for the lack of a better term. But it was one of those things that, I don't know, it sucks that your employer, quote unquote, if we were to even say that, goes ahead and says, hey, by the way, in 30 days, you're out of the job. And moving an audience that you've created on a platform from one platform to the other is extremely difficult for streamers, content creators, whatever it may be. So it's kind of like this limbo in regards to everything. Now, as far as I know, streamers that were partners over at Mixer, they can go ahead and become part of the Level Up program over at Facebook, which will go ahead and allow them to have access to, you know, monetization and things like that. But again, moving one audience from one platform to another platform is extremely difficult. So I don't think that would actually be a feasible task. I know that a lot of people aren't even considering going to Mixer. They're actually going to go to Twitch. Shroud and Ninja being two of those people. Essentially, they got paid out. They got, I believe it was 30 million and 10 million, and they're just like deuces. So we'll see what happens in regards to that. The next and final thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about was Cyberpunk 2077. For those of you that haven't seen our reaction to the trailer as well as the event, Onyx seemed like he wasn't, 100% hyped about it, and that's because we talk about it all the time off camera, and Pokemon and that are two of the things that haven't really hyped him up. They're not something that has sold him, and rightfully so. I, for one, am genuinely excited to see a Cyberpunk 2077. I think out of everybody that's been a TGR match on Onyx, myself, like, I'm really hyped for it, if you couldn't tell at the beginning of the stream this morning. But there was a lot that was left to be desired, and I say that in a good way. I want more. There were a lot of impressions that were put on the internet. I'm gonna go ahead and link to one straight from Kotaku, but I think Polygon had one, Verge had one. There was a very select few of people in the media that were able to play this game in its early rendition, and everything that has been said pretty much relates to the fact that the decisions that you make affect the story in the long run. And I feel like good RPGs have that, where, little decisions that you make affect your story overall. My question is, how drastically will it change the story? Will it be one of those where you kind of just go ahead and start the story and go all the way over here, and then in the end you have like a set, I don't know, 5 specific endings, or where it's like The Witcher, where you have, I think it was 3 specific endings and that's it? Or is it going to be drastically change the story and you'll go in different directions, or whatever it may be? There wasn't that much gameplay today, which kind of left me wanting more. I wanted to see more. It seemed like everything was kind of like cut in a specific way. I know that there are some people in the media that have said that it plays clunky in comparison to The Witcher and other first-person shooters as well. That being said, it's a game that still hasn't been released. They've pushed it back for polish. My thoughts are that they're trying to line up with the launch window of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, but I digress. I believe that this game has a lot of potential, and I want to know more. Apparently, there's another Night City live event that is going to be happening in the future. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Chances are we're probably going to go ahead and stream a reaction anyways, so you're more than welcome to tune in. But that's pretty much it for the week, guys. I've genuinely been interested in regards to what is going on and what is happening with everything in the gaming industry. But the highlight of this week, in my opinion, would naturally be Cyberpunk for me, but it's also Mixer. The fact that Mixer has gone ahead and died, that's something that just hurts. But anyways, guys, feel free to go ahead and join us on Discord, where we go in and talk about anything and everything, and follow us, subscribe, and all this and that. Follow all the social media stuff that's out there, and if you're interested in supporting the channel directly, become a YouTube member or become a patron, and that way you can get access to the crazy stuff that we do behind the scenes. Anyways, guys, I will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more and stay up to date, subscribe, hit the little bell, and join our Discord.
If you want to support the channel, please check out our Patreon or hit the join button below. As always, thanks for your support, and thanks for watching.